Shalom. This is an emergency broadcast alert, giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rekakadash, in whom we are in great depth. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well, continue doing so, standing firm in the eyes of Torah, who I learned this truth from. To the elders, the bishops, Akim and Aquab, salutations and blessings to the house of David. We are the hopeful elect. This is your brother Quasiyar with another quick one, and this is pretty much of an update of a video that I've been going back to, the MOTB and its development. So I made a video. Well, actually, I made 4 videos now talking about, biometric and how Iran has the top doctors on brain mapping. And I've looked up, some of the proof. I've made the video. The videos are there. And I mentioned that that America might have to make a deal, or that they're looking to make a deal. That way they can get their hands on Iran scientists. And so that, somehow it will come to a deal. I don't know. Because all roads lead to the MOTV, right? This is what we're waiting for. How the Lord will get these people to go at each other. Eventually we'll know according to the scriptures. But, we don't know the Lord's move in the immediate. Okay, we don't know what the Lord chess move will be next. We just know certain things are in motion because of the scriptures. Okay, and so with that said, I also wanted to show you something that Redacted said. Let me just play you something real quick.
I want to ask you. I want to ask you about the Chinese piece of all of this, and maybe even the Russian piece of all of this. So, I wanted to talk to you specifically about this because over the past couple of weeks, a number of American scientists have gone missing. That have worked on really advanced plasma technology, I think reverse engineering of advanced weaponry that may have come from UFO craft downed to aircraft, and the reverse engineering. And you posted something interesting, which I think because people get bogged down. Oh, it's aliens, and you said, well, no, it's not aliens that are disappearing these American scientists all of a sudden. Maybe you can walk us through what you believe is actually happening.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna, and the reason I have to put these god awful readers is because I'm blind as a bat now. You mentioned the 6 American scientists, and this is where it gets really wild. This is the article that I'm getting ready to drop at NatSec Guy on Emerald.tv. I went in and I found that in mid-March 2026, 3 of China's top defense scientists, Zhao Jingkang, who's a nuclear weapons expert, Wu Manqing, who's a radar and metamaterials expert, Wei Yiyan, who is a missile systems expert, they were all quietly erased from the Chinese Academy of Engineering's website, which means they're no longer among the living. Then, just a few days after that, hypersonics expert Yan Hong, who's one of the key figures working on plasma aerodynamics, died suddenly at just 56 years old. So now what I did is I took that list of 5 Chinese scientists and I paired it with what those 6 scientists, American scientists, were working on, and they have massive overlap. So what these scientists for the Americans were doing for our military, these 4 or 5 Chinese scientists were doing for their military. So what that tells me is that, and this is the conclusion of, spoiler alert, this is the conclusion of my essay. What this tells me is that there's shadowboxing going on between the United States and China.
Hey, look, the truth is that something is happening, behind closed doors, and we don't know it. Now, we only know it because we hear about it, because people speak about it. And the latest thing is that Jacob's Trouble is revealing itself. Okay, they sending out letters to people that are not of age to be in the military, and they calling them in. So that's Jacob's trouble embodiment. Like that spirit of Jacob's trouble is taking effect. All right, it's actually taking the steps of in reality. All right, it's jumping out the scriptures.
Think that this is a shaping operation in the run up to the big war between the United States and China, and we're trying to take out each other's brain power, because the modern warfare map is not just about geography, it's not just about bullets and bombs and technology, it's about the people who make the technology and the bullets and the bombs work. And if you knock out the brain power, you've knocked out the ability to sustain high-end warfare, at least for a period of time.
And with that, that's what I have for now. All roads lead to the MOTB. Be prepared, mentally and physically. It's important to be mentally prepared with Yahweh Baruch Yahushai, and physically so you can be as a pilgrim. Shalom.